Bloomberg says it's unprecedented in Japanese history. Yes, this is exactly what I was saying. Japan has some of the strictest gun laws and shootings are rare. Bloomberg's opinion columnist Giroid Reedy, I don't know how to pronounce that name, speaks after former Japanese PM Shinzo Abe was shot during political event. Shocking.
It does seem like, I mean, this is all happening ahead of the Sunday election. How might this play out?
Shocking. Guns. So Bishop did confirm guns are illegal in Japan. So this is, I'm going to play that clip there from someone who's knowledgeable on this. Hear what he says.
It's very hard to say, I think, at the moment, given it's an upper house election that the LDP were expected to win. As of right now, I can only expect that it would boost support, for the election, which, the LDP were comfortably expected to win in the first place. But it's a little early to say right now.
Absolutely. Apparently, line dropping that he's apparently in heart failure, as we have been mentioning here. But he really did move the dial when he was Prime Minister, longest-serving Prime Minister in recent memory, for the economy. Gerard.
Yeah, I mean, Abe is an absolutely extraordinary figure in recent Japanese politics and post-war Japanese politics. The longest serving prime minister, as you say. He came back from unsuccessful first term to become the longest serving prime minister, accomplished a lot of things. People talk about the things that he didn't accomplish, but especially in the early years of Abenomics, accomplished an extraordinary amount in a system where it's very difficult often to get things done at the pace that he did. And we should remember, of course, that Abe is still the leader of the largest faction in the ruling LDP, and many had suspected that one day he could come back and have another go at the premiership.
My takeaway from it so far is he was MAGA friendly. That's the only reason I even know this dude, is because he, famously, he and Trump, when they had the North Korea concerns, the China concerns, they would be golfing and on the airplane. And so I didn't know much about him other than he was MAGA friendly. He was a nationalist, a Japanese nationalist, kind of a Japanese first type of guy. But as you can see, America first and Japan first doesn't mean you don't have allies and friends outside. I think that's a big misnomer. It's just a matter of if you both have a common enemy or a common interest that protects both of your countries, you're still going to have allies. People view it as an isolation, type of thing where you're like, I want to be an isolationist. I don't want to deal with any other country, and that's not the case. Now, it might be the case that if you're a nationalist, you don't want to deal with any other country that doesn't put your country's interests in mind. So I'm not seeing anything that he passed away. I saw that from Andy No. I could have swore I did. But let me see if I can find some more updates here. Somebody says, let me see here. So yeah, this is it here. And it looks like the pictures that they're showing, it looks like it was like a homemade or a sawed off shotgun type of thing. Andy No said former Japanese Prime Minister Abe is reportedly dead after being shot from behind in Nara, Japan. Handguns are banned in Japan, but it's unknown at the moment what type of firearm was used. Whew. And there's a lot of stuff that's trending too. And I was talking to my wife earlier, and I was telling her this stuff is trending towards civil unrest. And my other take is safety for anyone, MAGA, Trump, all of that. This guy was, you could say he was anti-China or tried to keep China at bay. A lot of common interests between him and the United States populist right. And not many people associated with the United States populist right. That's not something to be taken lightly. Let me know if anybody has any thoughts or anybody knows. I'll be digging into Japanese politics a little bit more because of this, because that is, we're seeing some stuff. Bishop says the lockdowns and subsequent economic collapse has people shook globally. I'm expecting some wild ish to start popping off if there isn't a course correction soon. Yeah, I'm hoping that we correct course without having to get into some hairy situations like this. Man,